Welcome to another episode of D2 Football Guru. This is Julius Pruitt. First and foremost, I was wrong. Harding football lost to Ferris State. My national champion is no longer in the Division II football playoffs. So from this point on, it's just about ball. The predictions and whatever the case may be, still going to predict, still going to, shoot my shot in the case may be. But hey, I was wrong. And Trinidad Chambers, hey, like I said, if you had a game, you had a game. You use your superpower. Y'all had already saw the formula that Harding had, Washita had for Harding. So Ferris took that purple infinity stone, put it in their gauntlet, right? And now they've beaten Harding. I mean, Harding, the Bisons, defending national champion. And so at that point, you now have the soul stone. So now they're walking around with the power stone, the soul stone, and they already had the reality stone because Ferris State, they're trying to snap everybody back to reality, showing that the Bulldogs have never went anywhere, that there's no such thing as down years, it's just bounce back years. And they definitely proved that. Trinidad Chambers, Ferris State football, shout out to you guys. You get me? They just showed like discipline and structure. They played sound football. They held Harding to a season low, even below what Washita held them. I mean, Ferris stood on business. My kids are in the background playing Madden, so if you see some little motions or hear a little anything, they're playing the game here before bedtime. Finishing up with Sunday Night Football. So, but yeah, so you get me? They were 20-0 at halftime. I mean, they were on top of them, and when the triple option when you're playing from behind, and like I said, both of those teams, they're meant to play from ahead. And once Ferris got ahead, that was that, and it was just a very hard time for Harding to play catch up. Not a passing football team, and like I said, it's not like Keelan is out there throwing rockets or anything like that. He's not, talented at all three levels by any means, or hitting second level throws, or sometimes he'll off a second level throw over the defender. Whatever the case may be, that is his superpower as a lefty quarterback. Like I say, not rockets or anything like that, but they got the job done. He did throw one pick, but shout out to Ferris State, man. They had a plan. They had those infinity stones, and now they have them in the glove, and they're going into this semifinals matchup, against Shepherd, and they're looking to get that time stone because it's time for them to get back into, the Division II national championship game. And they're trying to add another ring to that collection over there at Ferris State. And if they can get the job done versus, I said Shepherd, I meant Slippery Rock. My mistake. Shepherd, I was just thinking of Tyson Bagent. I was, talking to the boys about D2 quarterbacks, and we were talking about Tyson Bagent, who played in the Senior Bowl. So that's why I had Shepherd University in my mind, my mistake. But Ferris State will be playing Slippery Rock. And they're trying to get that green reality stone, Slippery Rock, the color is green. And then Valdosta and Minnesota, Mankato. So that's going to definitely be a matchup, with them two. And I'm going to get into Valdosta and Mankato on another episode. But here we're just going to talk Ferris and Harding, and issue my apologies to Ferris for choosing Harding as my national champions. And also apologies to Minnesota State Mankato, and Valdosta State. Respect is given. You put it on tape. Prove the people like the Mr. Wilson standing on behind the fence that's just talking ball. Like, prove guys like that wrong. Guys like me. I said the Mr. Wilson reference because me looking into the microphone, Pastor's filter has me thinking about that Tim Allen home improvement. But yeah, so I'm gonna just jump into now we're just going to talk about a little bit of the stats from that Bulldog win. Like I say, it was 13-0 into the first, 20-0 going into halftime, and Harding didn't get their first score until the fourth quarter. Box scores are readily available for anybody to look and things like that, but they got it done, man. And like that defense, like they came to play. They had drives where they only needed, a couple of plays to cover 80 yards of the field, big plays and things like that. And now they're looking to carry that momentum on into the semis. They made that, Final Four of the cell games, I'll say. Um, you get me? They made it to that final battleground in that in that movie scene of the Avengers when it was Thanos and his army versus the Avengers and Captain America yelling Avengers Assemble and things like that. But it's just me rambling on, been watching Dragon Ball Z and things like that with the kids, and so um, just movies. We're all kids at hearts and things like that. We love to talk ball. We love to watch movies, shows, all this nostalgic type things. And I'm, just trying to pass along that knowledge to D2 Football Guru to my kids, the stuff that made me the person that I am. Yeah, so just a little bit of that. And also Slippery Rock beat Cal PA 31-13. They were up 14-0 in the first quarter, 21-0 at half. So at the same time, they stood on business as well, just like Ferris did, and deserve to be talked about in the same, I don't want to say in the same sense, because remember, Ferris State has 3 Infinity Stones. The reality, the time, all right, and the soul. All right, so, but they got it done, Mr. Braden Long, number 18, he had, 3 touchdown passes on the day, 3 touchdowns on the day. They got it done. And it's just Slippery Rock has been slowly, but sure, showing everybody that they're here. They want everybody to keep talking about the Valdosta States, the Ferris States. You get me? The Washingtons, the Hardings. Like, keep talking about everybody else. Keep talking about everybody else. Let us crawl from under our rock. Let us stay solid. Let's protect our Dragon Balls. And just show up when it's time to show up. All right. So that's basically what they're doing over there, man. Hats off to them. Just keep pushing, guys. Looking forward to seeing you guys in the Final Four, the cell games of the NCAA Division II football playoffs. Valdosta State, Virginia Union, 49-14, Valdosta State. And they'll be the number 1 seeded team in the football playoffs. They've earned the number 1 seed. You get what I'm saying? And hats off to them over there in Titletown, USA. They're heading back. They're heading back with their collection of Dragon Balls because they've had rings and stuff like that as well. And I've said that many times that they used to run the GSC. And I'm going to just say that from a guy that played in the GSC, the Gulf South Conference. Valdosta was always one of those teams that we looked at, like they ran the conference. And everybody else wanted that title. Who runs the GSC? Valdosta was one of those teams. And trying to get back to that. And yeah, and Mr. Jada Byers. He still had a game to be going out the way he did and the way that they did. Let me see here. I'm sorry. Y'all watch that drink and try not to bump the table, please. Sorry about that. But yeah, Mr. Jada Byers. He had 15 carries for 61 yards and a touchdown. And he eclipsed 6,000 career yards. It was 4 yards from a 2,000-yard season. You get me? That's a hell of a career, Mr. Byers. Super productive career. That's the way to end it. Unfortunately, it doesn't go any further than that. But that's an amazing career. An amazing statistical career for a running back that you've heard this, like I said before, you heard the stories of Jada Byers. So fortunately, Valdosta said, not today, and they move on to the Final Four. Like I say, it's about to be bedtime. Just letting the boys finish up this. Y'all getting beat 56-0? He keeps throwing interceptions.
Yeah.
Come on, quarterback.
I'm trying to. They keep saying throw it to me, throw it to me.
They keep saying throw it to you.
And then I keep throwing it to them. And then they keep moving away.
So somebody get at the running back position and just hand it off and then let them run it. So one of y'all choose the running back. And then that way you always have it. But you're running backwards. So Khaled, get the running back position. You choose wide receiver. You go run somebody off. Nova's going to be a runoff. Get a receiver or Nova be a runoff. Or give it to Khaled. Let Khaled be the quarterback. Y'all switch. That's what we're going to do. We're going to sub out the quarterback. So Khaled, you be the quarterback. You be Tua. All right. Jeannie, go to running back. Eden, go to running back. Nova, be wide receiver. And then you take the guy deep, stretch him deep.
How do I beat the...
Well, the running back is the guy behind the quarterback, right?
Oh, yeah.
So whenever, y'all on defense now, so it don't matter. So y'all just got to keep the guy from scoring.
Yeah.
Try not to choose the cornerbacks. That's probably why they're scoring, because you're choosing the cornerbacks and they're just throwing the ball deep because you're not going with them. Choose a defensive lineman right there and a linebacker and see ball, get the quarterback. Y'all about to let Aaron Rodgers and Brees Hall go in again. Yep, they ran it inside zone. Now they do nothing about it. But again, that's the episode of D2 Football Guru. Talk to you guys soon. Take care. Good night. Bedtime, boys.
Oh,
No, finish it. It's 50. Y'all want to finish it? 56-0.